The 1980s was an unforgettable decade, not just for the fashion or music, but for the toys that left a lasting mark on childhoods everywhere. For many, those colorful and imaginative playthings weren't just objects. They were companions, sources of creativity, and memories that still bring a smile to the face. Let's take a nostalgic journey back to some of the iconic toys that made the 80s such a magical time to be a kid. Cabbage Patch Kids. It's hard to think about toys in the 1980s without bringing up the Cabbage Patch Kids. These unique, soft-bodied dolls with their distinct faces and individual birth certificates were a phenomenon. Kids everywhere were eager to adopt their own doll, each one slightly different from the others, which made them feel special. The craze that followed led to some wild holiday shopping scenes, with parents racing to get one for their children. Rubiks Cube. Simple yet incredibly challenging, the Rubiks Cube became a worldwide sensation in the 1980s. The multicolored puzzle required problem-solving skills and patience, something that either led to satisfaction upon completion or frustration when the pieces just wouldn't line up. The puzzle wasn't just a toy. It became a symbol of intelligence and perseverance. Whether you solved it or peeled off the stickers, the Rubiks Cube was a staple of 80s childhoods. HeMan and the Masters of the Universe. HeMan and the Masters of the Universe wasn't just a show. It was a toy line that captured the imagination of young adventurers. With their larger-than-life muscles, battle armor, and epic storylines, HeMan, Skeletor, and the rest of the cast were part of epic battles in bedrooms and backyards everywhere. The franchise's popularity even led to a movie, comic books, and an entire generation of fans who still remember shouting, "I have the power!" Transformers. For kids in the 1980s, the Transformers were much more than meets the eye. These robotic toys could change from vehicles into robots, sparking hours of imaginative play as children recreated battles between the heroic Autobots and the evil Decepticons. The TV series only made them more popular, and many 80s kids still have fond memories of transforming their toys back and forth to save the day, or rule the universe. My Little Pony. My Little Pony wasn't just a toy. It was a world of colorful ponies with flowing manes that captured the hearts of young children. Each pony had a unique symbol, and they often came with brushes so kids could style their hair. The My Little Pony TV show and movies only added to the magic, making it one of the most beloved toy lines of the decade. Nintendo Entertainment System. NES. Though it may be more of a game system than a toy, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and NES, redefined what playtime could be in the 1980s. It brought video games into living rooms across the globe, with iconic titles like Super Mario Bros., The Legend of Zelda, and Duck Hunt. The NES sparked a gaming revolution, and many of the games and characters it introduced remain popular to this day. If you're enjoying this nostalgic trip through iconic 80s toys, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this. Your support helps keep these memories alive, and there's plenty more fun to come. Care Bears. With their colorful bodies and belly badges, the Care Bears were all about sharing love and kindness, something that struck a chord with kids everywhere. These soft, plush toys came in a variety of colors, each representing a different emotion or quality, such as Tender Heart Bear or Grumpy Bear. They starred in their own animated TV series, movies, and even a popular line of merchandise. For 80s kids, the Care Bears were like cuddly, comforting friends that they could take anywhere. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga, dude! The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles exploded onto the scene in the late 80s, bringing martial arts action and pizza-loving turtles to toy shelves across the globe. Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael each had their own weapons and personalities, making playtime feel like you were part of their world-saving adventures. With the animated series' huge success, the action figures became must-have toys for any 80s kid. Teddy Ruxpin. Teddy Ruxpin was no ordinary teddy bear. This storytelling bear became one of the first interactive toys, with a built-in cassette player that allowed him to talk and share adventures with kids. His moving mouth and eyes made the stories even more engaging, and many children spent hours listening to their favorite bear spin tales that took them to faraway places. G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe action figures were the ultimate symbol of adventure and heroism. With their detailed designs, multiple points of articulation, and a rich backstory involving epic battles between G.I. Joe and Cobra, kids spent countless hours imagining themselves as part of the fight. The G.I. Joe line also came with vehicles, weapons, and accessories, allowing for even more action-packed adventures. Leet Breet. Leet Bright was a simple yet captivating toy that allowed children to create glowing designs by placing colored pegs into a light box. The joy of watching your design come to life as the lights illuminated the pegs made it one of the most beloved creative toys of the decade. Kids could follow patterns or use their imagination to make their own artwork, making Light Bright a unique blend of art and play. Simon. Simon was an electronic memory game that challenged players to repeat increasingly complex patterns of lights and sounds. It tested both memory and speed, with players trying to follow Simon's cues without making a mistake. This game was both fun and addictive, with its simple design making it a go-to party game or a personal challenge to beat your own high score. Speak and Spell. For many kids in the 80s, learning became more fun with the Speak and Spell. This educational toy, with its futuristic computerized voice, helped kids improve their spelling and vocabulary. It was one of the first electronic toys designed for learning, and its distinctive voice is something that many remember to this day. Plus, it had a futuristic look that made it feel like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Pound Puppies. These cuddly, floppy-eared dogs captured the hearts of children everywhere in the 1980s. Pound Puppies came with their own adoption certificates, which gave kids a sense of responsibility and ownership, making it feel like they were truly rescuing a puppy in need. The plush toys became so popular that they inspired an animated TV series and even more merchandise, making Pound Puppies one of the top plush toys of the decade. Waterful Ring Toss. This simple yet fun handheld game consisted of pressing a button to shoot little rings through water, aiming to land them on tiny hooks. While it might seem basic compared to modern video games, Waterful Ring Toss was incredibly satisfying and required concentration and skill. It was a great way to pass time on road trips or during quiet afternoons, and its portability made it a favorite among 80s kids. Popples. Popples were colorful, whimsical creatures that could transform by tucking themselves into a ball. Kids loved how they could easily switch between a toy and a pillow-like ball, making them versatile companions for both play and rest. Popples were not just adorable, they also came in a variety of sizes and colors, and they sparked an animated TV show that further boosted their popularity. Micro Machines. Micro Machines took the concept of toy cars to the next level. These tiny, highly detailed vehicles were not only fun to collect, but also great for imaginative play. Micro Machines came with playsets that resembled entire cities or racetracks, allowing kids to immerse themselves in a miniature world of fast-paced action. Their compact size also made them easy to store and transport, making them a hit for kids on the go. Viewmaster. While the Viewmaster itself was invented long before the 80s, it remained a popular toy during the decade, with newer reels of favorite TV shows, movies, and scenic destinations. The ability to view 3D images simply by looking into a Viewmaster made it an endlessly entertaining toy. It was like traveling to different worlds without ever leaving the house, making it a favorite for children with curious imaginations. Slip and Slide. When summer rolled around, nothing was more exciting than rolling out the slip and slide in the backyard. This long, slippery mat transformed any lawn into a water park, and with just a garden hose and a running start, kids could slide across it for hours of fun. The slip and slide was a staple of 80s summers, offering endless outdoor entertainment with minimal setup. Fisher-Price. Cassette player. For many kids in the 80s, the Fisher-Price cassette player was their first introduction to music and storytelling. With its bright, durable design, it allowed children to listen to their favorite music or stories on tape, whether it was The Lion and the Mouse or The Muppets. It even had a built-in microphone, so kids could record their own songs or stories, which gave it an extra layer of creative play. The 1980s offered a treasure trove of toys that sparked joy, creativity, and hours of entertainment. Whether you were sliding down a slip and slide on a hot summer day or matching Simon's light-up patterns, the toys of this era made childhood something truly special. Now it's your turn. What other iconic toys from the 80s would you add to this list? Let me know in the comments.